So you need one of those fancy things to be able to, check for boost leaks and stuff. Well, here's the deal. This is a 3-inch PVC cap. This is a 7/16 drill bit or 11 millimeter. And this is it's a bolt-in valve stem. So it comes with 2 different washers. And once you drill a hole in this, you can bolt the 2 of them together. I'll be right back and I'll show you how. All right, back at you. So now that we have made our tool, this cap happens to be 4 inches across, even though it is for a 3-inch PVC end cap. But now we have ourselves a nice little valve that pretty much anybody that has a tire machine with any kind of tire filling capabilities can do a pressure test on either their intercooler system or their upper intake system. All you got to do is slide it into a 4-inch adapter that could go right into a 4-inch mouth of a turbo. And now right from the turbo mouth into your engine, all the way up into the upper intake hat and everything, you can now test it. So say you didn't have a 4-inch mouthpiece to a turbo because you have a stock turbo like this one right here that has a 3-inch mouthpiece. Well, they sell silicone couplers that go from 3-inch to 3.5-inch to 4-inch, all the way down and up however way you want to. This isn't pertained to just 6.5s, any turbo system. So I wouldn't, go putting 100 PSI to this plastic PVC cap, but just if you have a really bad boost leak that you can't seem to find, you can use this adapter. Now, also, if you happen to have a smoke machine, if you work at a shop or you have access to one, you could also plumb the smoke machine in here with a piece of hose if you took the Schrader valve out of the center of this tire valve. Now, this is just your average everyday heavy-duty tire valve that you can buy at any given place. That way you can adapt to big tires and little tires. That's why they give you 2 different rubbers. But this one is the larger size. I didn't use the larger size. I decided to go with the smaller size because that was 7/16 and I reached into the toolbox, I had a 7/16. I also feel like it grabs a little bit better, is a little more real estate for you to seal it. So hopefully you like this quick tip thing. Yeah, for yourself. Obviously you have to use some clamps on your silicone piece, but pretty much once you fill some air into it and see where the leak is, if you have trouble finding a leak, like if it's a really bad leak, they sell adapters that thread right onto here that you can put your air hose onto it, straight onto it. Do I have one? Well, this is the tool so that you can take your valve core out. So is this tool. This one's a snap-on one. And so is that one. That's a snap-on one too. Wow. Let me see. Do I have one of those tools? I usually have one. It's usually like a clip-on one, but they sell them on Amazon and stuff. They clip on to them like this, and you can make a little one. And if you have a regulator on your compressor, because you don't want to go pumping, 150 PSI into it or 125 PSI into it, you want to go gradual. So, you'll have some kind of a paint regulator or something to push some air pressure into the system. I would start with 5 or 10 PSI because usually you can find the leak if it's a real bad one by then. And if you don't start to hear or find a leak, maybe you don't have one. But this is at least a good way of knowing, because the wife's Suburban needs this test done to it because it has an awfully large intercooler in it. So I am in the process of making a new upper pipe for it and doing an upgraded intercooler or upper intake for it so that it's more high flowing, because it actually has the stock one on it that's cut down for the intercooler too. So hopefully you find this interesting. Hopefully you find something helpful. If you did, drop a comment below how you've tested a system in the past. If you have a different way you would have done it, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share it if it helps your friends. See you later.